Okay, are we ready to find the dad of our dreams? I think we are. Let me just pause Spotify here real quick. And hello, everybody. Let's go date some dads. Let me just get the game started. Boom. And we should be good to go. Yes. Here we go. And I'm going to have Twitch Inspector open on the side of the window here just to make sure everything runs fine. Turn up the Dream Daddy music, just maybe here's fine. Alright, continue. And load. We had just gotten to the cookout. Have you ever read Rich Dad, Poor Dad? Always use a coat of wax after a wash. Yo, they got the tips. They got the hot dad tips. Oh, jeez, I think my laundry basket's in view. Decided to move the laundry basket. Okay. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? I mean, I got a burger in me. It felt like I was at a networking event. Wish I could have been playing Paranormal Ice Road Truckers. Felt like I was at a networking event. I'm gonna get LinkedIn notifications out of this, I just know it. You don't think it's nice that people want to connect with you? Not when their affection jams up my inbox, metaphorically speaking. Well, hey, unless you met can't talk. Hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dad Book. Maybe I will. If I ever figure out how social media works. That's a mood. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad. You can't beat the whammy bar. Cannot. It's like one of the best musical inventions ever. Mana and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends. Oh. Is that okay? Of course, just keep me posted and be home before midnight. You got it. And be careful. Yeah. I will. Make good choices. Of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad, you're not going to do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you? What? No, I've never done that and I never will do that. Okay, do you have plans tonight? My plans are kind of to eat some ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna work on some stuff, see how long I can sleep before throw a party. I'm gonna work on some stuff. You know, dad stuff. Just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great, see you later. I'll watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. I'd love to be able to cook like that, although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil, just like making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. What is a baked Alaska? And Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind, and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch, and it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send a text. Hey kiddo, you good? I wander into the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon. Unless she's driving home now. In which case, I hope she doesn't respond soon, because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. Don't text and drive, kids. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. Check my watch again. And then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating it with all the yelling, so I keep pacing around the house waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who was she even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? I decide to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally she's back home. Glad she's okay. What's up? Sweetie, thank God you're safe. Dad. Yep. But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops, I guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann. Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now? Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew, and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops. Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? I was scared. You weren't responding, and it was just like when your mom... I have to stop myself from tearing up. Oh, Dad, I didn't mean to... I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. It really scared me. Just please don't do that again. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed now. Amanda closes the door to her room and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you? I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brewed some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. She eventually wanders into the kitchen. Hey. Thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I said I was gonna do it, and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. Well, I'm sorry for freaking out on you. You're an adult now. I shouldn't have gotten so worked up. Team Dankgrass. I forgot I named our family Dawngrass. It says Dankgrass, but it's a Acquisitions Incorporated C-Team reference. Team Dawngrass. Amanda gives me a hug. Want some eggs? You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them. Already did. Bless you. Amanda scarfs down the eggs in the time it takes me to wash the pan. Alright, I'm off to school. Smell you later. Wait, one more thing before you go. What? What's Dad Book? The social media platform. Wait. What? What's a social media platform? Dad, I have to go to school. Come on, Amanda, I'm an old man. Can't put together a Dad Book profile on my own. Alright, I'll help you sound interesting on the internet. Amanda spends the next couple of minutes setting up my profile on Dad Book, which, as it turns out, is a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood. Alright, Pops, we gotta fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes. Good tire pressure? Oh, damn it. On a Friday night, you are most likely to... polish and sort my coin collection. Netflix and grill, baby. Fall asleep watching History Channel. Torment my children with dad puns. Sink into blissful oblivion. Sleep. If you had one thing to take with you onto a deserted island, what would it be? My trusty grill, lost shaker of salt. Why am I just now understanding that this is a Jimmy Buffett reference? God damn it. Castaway on DVD for instructional purpose. A boat, obviously. I don't need anything. My survival skills have trained me for this day. That one. What are your turn-ons? Strong dad arms. Ooh. Tennis shoes with long white socks. Well-manicured lawn. Street smarts. Top-tier grillmanship. Comfortable with crying. What do you want? What did you want to be when you grew up? Technical writer for manuals and instructionals. Salty boat captain. Pro skater who is also an astronaut. A good father. The president of space. What's your favorite movie genre? War documentary. Sean Connery's entire filmography. Anything on Laserdisc. Romantic comedies. Whatever will make me cry. Old comedies that haven't aged well. Oh man. Let's do anything on Laserdisc. What's your ideal date? Napping together, doing a 1,000-piece puzzle, eating healthy dinner at 4, trying to geocache and getting hopelessly lost, arson, being emotionally vulnerable. Geocache, but getting lost, I guess. What do you never leave home without? Sensible cardigan, my sick vape, book of word jumbles, and a pen. Cool knife, my cripplingly low self-esteem. Frequently forget my phone, my keys, wallet, and home sometimes. My cripplingly low self-esteem. It's a little too close to home. Spend a lot of time thinking about conspiracy theories, how proud I am of my child potential and into the world. I'll ever be able to love myself as much as I love my grill. When I can get the next cup of coffee, lawnmower mods. Next cup of coffee, baby. Profile complete. See? That wasn't so bad. Yeah, that was actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all day on here just looking at people's profiles. You should message one of them, or more than one of them. All these dads seem pretty interesting. Okay, I promise I'll make some friends. Amanda gives me a hug. Go get him, Dad. Anyone who oh, motherfucker! I couldn't read the dad tip. Oh. Amanda, why are you wearing a mustache? I'm at it. Dad, Manda. That's really funny. Hi, Matt. It's me, your dear old friend from way back in the day, Dad Manda. I'm delighted to see you've signed up for Dadbook. They've recently added this exciting new messenger service, so you may find yourself receiving messages from other dads like myself. Take care not to miss them. Amanda? Is that you? What are you doing on Dadbook? Why, Matt, I never. We've known each other since business school. How could you possibly confuse me for your amazing and talented and easy to buy things for daughter? Though I'm, of course, flattered. You should buy Amanda more things. Amanda, you know I didn't get to business school. I barely even managed to get my degree. Wait. No. Wow. I didn't say that. You never heard that. This is gold. I was a great student, I swear. I graduated top of my class because I worked hard and ate all my vegetables. Totally holding on to this for later. Wait, do you even remember what I majored in? I declined to comment. Cool. Oh, that's a fun little back and forth. I don't know if that was in the... if that was earlier in the game or not. I can't remember. Let's go for Tall, Dark, and Brooding. How do you do? I've finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter. Friday night, you are most likely to listen to true crime podcasts while I taxidermy my newest specimens. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would be a coffin? What are your turn-ons? Pronouncing bosom correctly. What did you want to be when you grew up? A bat. Oh, Jesus. What's your favorite movie genre? Foreign art house horror. What's your ideal date? It's night. We are at Industrial Darkwave Club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. What do you never leave home without? An upside-down cross. Spend a lot of time thinking about mortality salience. I'm gonna give Damien a message. Laserdisc is clearly the superior digital video format. You know, I've never seen a Laserdisc ever in my life. And I was... Laserdiscs were kind of getting phased out in favor of DVD by the time I was born. Damien seems really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. think I should hang out with him, get to know him a little better. I navigate to Damien's dadbook page and type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. I sit there for a minute before I see that Damien's typing. Then he keeps typing. And typing. And is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Matt, I must confess my oh, whoa, there's more. I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter, for, as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in a gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll around my garden, should it please you. Till then, adieu. Yours humbled, D. Bloodmarch. I stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times. My cat is screaming at the door. Hey, Amanda! Amanda pops out of her room. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she had been crying. Hey, are you alright? Oh, yeah, totally, I'm cool. Just found out that the succulent I've been watering and singing to for the last 3 months was actually made out of plastic. Even the dirt was fake. Oh, honey. Are you sure that's what you're upset about? You have to tell me what's actually wrong. I'm so sorry about your plant. Are you sure? If there's, you know, anything going on, I just want you to know that I'm here for you, and I'll always be here for you. Whether you need a shoulder to cry on or a strong dad to go kick someone's butt, I'm only a phone call away. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate that. But I'm fine, really. Just taking a look at... Okay. Just taking a look at, Twitch Inspector. I'm unconvinced. I'm unconvinced, but I'll stop badgering her about it. I'm sure she'll tell me when she's ready. Can you help me with something? Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples. No. Can you interpret this for me? I turn to the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? Yeah. Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad, kids got over saying lol and lamau or whatever and decided that what they needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s. So what do? Where's your pen and quill? What? Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address a nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball? Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never be able to end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or... So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time and now you're reciting things you know about back to me, aren't you? Like the first 5 pages, then I read a review of the movie. Still gotta be, though. Great, so what do I say to Damien? I got this. Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard. Sure thing, dude. Regards, Matt. Amanda hits the send and smiles at me. Well, I suppose that's that. I make the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor? Estate? The Gothic architecture looms above all the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. Hello? Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Matt, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and see Damien standing at the top of the majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. What's What's with the door slamming shut?
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry, there was a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked?
Oh.
I accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings? I like oil paintings. Right. Right.
Uh-huh.
Please, let me show you around. Okay. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and parlor again for some reason.
Oh.
This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I've been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with amenities of any modern dwelling. We walk past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a Black Parade poster. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenagers are. Onward, onward. There's more to see. We reach a door at the end of the hall and Damien opens with a flourish. And this is the library. Sunlight streams in from floor-to-ceiling arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room. Look at the butterflies. I walk up to the glass display of pinned bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. Ah, the pinner's gambit. Is that a thing? No. Pick up a book. You know, Matt, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought more tawdry novels would encourage youth into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. I pull out a book at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants.
What?
Okay, I think that's enough. Why do you have Naruto fanfiction? What the hell? Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back on the shelf. That's a rare book for my private collection. Look out the window. I walk to the window and am greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughters on his back. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. Damn. Did you know that the Victorians spent at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows? Wait, really? No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Please, will you join me for tea? I follow Damien to his sitting room, where finger foods have already been set out upon a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high-backed chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. Can't believe we're having a high tea. Never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What?
Oh.
It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the later time of day that the working class had to enjoy tea and the height of the tables on which they were served. Oh. My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea. That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. Like your cape? Home is really impressive. Seems like you've really put a lot of work into this place. Drop the cap to my water bottle. Thank you. No one's ever complimented my home before. Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers to my place, and look at what you've done. I'm kind of jealous. That's very generous of you to say. What got you so interested in goth stuff? Well, when I was a young boy, my father... Wait. I gotta say it in the thing. When I was a young boy, my father... Did he take you into the city? Sorry? Did you guys see a marching band? Afraid I don't understand. You're serious? Of course. But it's, you know, the song. Amanda made me listen to it. Seriously? I'd love to see a marching band. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into a sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think. Why not go all the way? I like not dying when I catch a cold. Takes a sip of tea. I can acknowledge that there are many terrible things about the Victorian era, and I try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly horrid. But I think that it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. Tell me, Matt, do you have any hobbies? Oh man, I do, but I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff.
Oh.
Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things that they're passionate about is intriguing, quite honestly rather attractive.
Oh.
Please, just tell me about your hobbies. Quick, sounds sophisticated. I like watching soap making videos on the internet. Love me some word jumbles. Learned how to juggle once. Soap making. Soap is an important advancement in modern society. Getting rid of germs and stuff. I would say that the people who make soap are the true heroes here. To watch them work is an honor. I tried making some with Amanda once, and we both had to go to the doctor for the rashes, which I guess goes to show how we should leave it to the professionals. We finish our tea and finger sandwiches. Come, I have one more thing to show you. Damien takes me around to the back of his home, where a variety of flowers flourish in a beautifully landscaped row. Beautifully landscaped rows, rather. Plural. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies flit lazily through the air.
Oh.
My garden. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Oh.
Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected a message. Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous bright orange flower off a vine. Lilium bulbiferum, the orange lily. What do you think this one means? My loins are laced. Thou art the tightest. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. God damn it. Oh, Damien's route is just gonna be all My Chemical Romance references. Thou art the tightest. The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. Well, that's precisely why floral arrangement is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower? Snapdragons, honeysuckle, sunflowers. Snapdragons. Because they're cute, and you can do that thing where you squeeze them so it looks like they're talking. What a lovely choice. I'll have to remember it when I put together a bouquet for you. He would put together a bouquet for me? No one's ever given me a bouquet before. I follow Damien down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings. Oh, Matt, will you excuse me? I must take this. He pulls his cell phone out of his pocket. A little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it.
Oh.
Damon smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into the garden. Amanda and I tried to start that one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Oh hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle. Drink plenty of water. Hey, you know what? This is timed? Oh shit. Nope. That's not right. No. That one, no. I think I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I'm so fucked. How in the hell? Oh, you can fucking flip it?
Out of time.
No! I just picked the head up though. Come on. Use your hips when throwing. Crap, I can't figure this out. Oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset. Oh, it's not about the Garg.
Ugh.
My sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so...
What?
Fuck. Hang on, can I load this? I can. Cool. Fast forward. That were the tightest.
Oh.
Snapdragons. Alright, I'm gonna fix this Garg.
Garg. Goal.
Yes! There we go. Rank S plus legendary, baby. Let's go. Practice makes permanent. That was a close one. Uh-oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset.
Ah.
Matt, my serious apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything alright? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Lucian. What's wrong? He appears to have, well, his teacher needs me to come by the school post-haste. You need help? Oh, no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together. You're right. This is one of Lucian's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Let's go. Damien and I walk into the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo.
I don't know.
Hey, Damien, you're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the My Kids Are in Trouble rodeo.
Huh.
What is it this time? This, Damien, you have to see to believe. Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through busy corridors at the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs down in darkness. Watch your step. You can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led to the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. We find another teacher in the boiler room tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucian and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucian has a bloody nose. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. I look around the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around.
Huh.
What happened here? Ernest punched me. Lucian tried to kill me.
What?
The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was just trying to build a brick wall around it and see what would happen. You promised me there was wine down here. Oh, the old cask of Amontillado trick. Whoa. Hey, wait a second. Lucian, did you try to cask of Amontillado Ernest? I'm neither confirming nor denying that. I turn to Damien and whisper to him. What's a cask of Amontillado? It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down into the cellar with the promise of wine and of a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall.
Oh.
It's a lovely story. So wait, Lucian, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually going to leave him there. What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly built a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then he realized that I'd lied about the wine. And you were cackling maniacally. That sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad.
Sweet man,
It took you 20 minutes. Son, we just did an entire 2-week unit on the cask of Amontillado, and it took you 20 minutes to realize that Lucian was leading you into an elaborate ruse? Did you even read the story? Read the first 5 pages and then read a review of the movie.
Huh?
It's only 5 pages long and there is no movie. Yeah, you're right. I paid Lucian to read it for me. Actually, he didn't even pay me, so when you think about it, this is me teaching him a lesson. Damon and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. Forgot to put my phone on silent. You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucian high five. Teacher starts to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home, Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Thank you for your mediation. We all head up the stairs and out the window, or out the school in tense silence. Lucian, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin to drive home. Lucian immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm not going to therapy again. I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you, and I can see that you're struggling. So if you do decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Maybe you can spend this next week looking for a summer job, I know how much you want your own car. Can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. Oh wait, that was Lucian. Shit! Losing voices. I love you, son. Lucian continues staring out of the window. Love you too. We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. Ooh. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucian hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. You and I have a lot we need to work out. It's alright. And all things considered, Lucian's bricklaying was pretty good, so there's your silver lining. There is that, yes. Really admire how you handled that. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him, and I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors. It rarely does. You're a good dad. See you around soon? Would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy. I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her. Yo, what you watching? Tiny House Hunting Brothers Extreme Edition. I hate this show. The couple on screen bickers back and forth, and while standing in an extremely small house made of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a 2-bed, 2-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I am not pooping outside, Greg. I don't think just get regular size house. I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go? It got strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucian since he tried to... He lured Ernest down to the cellar with the promise of a fine vintage and tried to brick him into the wall, right? How did you know that? Has everyone read this story except for me? I have. Me, as Matt, I have. And it's one of my favorites. Lucian livestreamed the entire thing. This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy is a character, but he's really good company and a surprisingly diplomatic dad. I dig his style. You know what? Me too. Always check the card reader at ATMs before you swipe. Not very many points in fiscal responsibility.
My dear friend, you've simply taken the egg on this one.
Hell yeah.
Taken the egg is a...
S-ranked that date, baby.
It's a Victorian phrase. It technically means winning, so, ultimately, you've won.
Okay. Just had to wait for him to stop talking. Ooh, we got an achievement called Interview with a Vampire. While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pulling through the cul-de-sac. Wonder if I got any coupons today. The nice mail person slides a couple letters into a large yellow envelope through the slot. Takes a couple of tries for them to get it in. Hey, my coupons! I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda? She yells through the door. What? I have something for you. I'm kind of busy right now. Can you come back later? Okay, it's just that you want this big old envelope we got from HIA.
Alright.
Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Horton Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can come back. Father, please. I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. Probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out the piece of envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it. And? The suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't. I got in! Oh! I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie, that's amazing. I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god, I really can't believe I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview and your photography is incredible. Wait, Dad. I know this one's really expensive and it's so far away. I think for a moment. HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she's had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again. Thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice, wherever you want. Wherever? Amanda and I walk along the bayside, tearing into our foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor. Please, Dad, you know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a burrito with a view. Can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay.
Yes.
And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID, and... Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke on your burrito. I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention that students get their own studio space once they're seniors, and we all get professional photo editing software for free? It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's gonna be. You take a survey online and they match you with someone with a similar major and interests. Bet we're gonna be best friends. Craig and I were. A good roommate could be a lifelong friend. But don't even get me started on bad roommates. Oh no. I'm just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought in home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student, but a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Carl ruled. Oh, they let you have animals in the dorms if you get a note saying you need one. Bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit. Or maybe a snake? Maybe both. Would the snake eat the rabbit, though? Oh boy, I think I'll leave all that up to you. She's so excited. I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second. So, you know I had that talk with Mr. Vega. He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No. I don't want to put a damper on the good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money. I know you can do it. Okay. Promise I'll try harder. I pat her on the back. You think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? There's going to be some treacherous ice roads to cross. Don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. My eyes immediately well up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry. Sorry, I'm just very proud of you. You're all grown up now and you're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are to me. Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry too. It's too late, honey. It's happening. Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad. pull Amanda in for a hug and kiss her on the forehead. Love you, kiddo. Love you too, Pops. Don't eat too close to your bedtime. That is actually very good advice. It can fuck things up. Ooh. Is that Dadazon? Dadmazon. Good God. Hi, this is Steven from Dadmazon. I'm out front with your delivery. Oh, okay, yes, I'll be right down. Wait, no, sorry, I need to put on pants for it first. Can't find my pants, but I'm wrapped waist down in duvet. Are you cool with that? I can come back tomorrow. No. I'll be right down. I found some sensible capris. Run through the finish line. Yes. Ooh, I got a package. Wonder what it is. Oh, I bet it's that package of socks I ordered. I open up the box and start pulling the packing peanuts out. Man, these socks reek. Okay, that's definitely not socks. It's butterflies? Oh boy, I almost don't even want to know what Amanda was planning on doing with these. Hey Amanda, your box of dead butterflies is here. What's up? Are you sacrificing them? What? You ordered butterflies? You can order dead butterflies online? Wait, so these aren't yours? No, it's a package from Damien, you dimwit! No, but I'm definitely ordering some right now. Okay, love you. Take a look at the box again. Oh, this is addressed to Damien's house. Bring the box to Damien. I should take it over to him. I jog over to Damien's house with the box. I pull back on his door knocker, but suddenly the door opens. Mr. Dawngrass, to what do I owe the pleasure? Whoa, how did you know I was about to knock? I don't know. Oh, okay. Anyways. I think this got delivered to my house by mistake. I hand him the box and his face lights up. What a wonderful surprise. I was just about to send a strongly worded letter to the courier service about this. Many thanks. Not to pry, but what are you gonna do with those butterflies? Would you like to see? Alarm bells ring in my head. This is how you die, Matt Dongrass. Sure. Damien leads me into his study, where he's set up some sort of workstation. Above his desk is a wall of pinned butterflies, moths, and beetles. Oh, wow, that's really something, Damien. I'm quite proud of my little collection. You do all of this yourself? Of course, I find it rather relaxing. How do you... It's simple. Here, let me show you. These aren't ready quite yet. They'll need to be rehydrated overnight, so they're easier to work with. I'll have some over there that are ready to pin. Damien takes a seat at his desk while I hover behind him. He picks up a little triangular paper package and snips off the edges. He pulls out an all-black butterfly and shows it to me. I'm rather excited about this one. It's a turquoise swallowtail. He gently opens the wings, spreading the butterfly out on the table. The backs of the wings are a gorgeous iridescent green color. Oh, and the pigment on this one is nice too. Anyways, pinning a butterfly is actually very simple. Just requires a delicate touch. First, I'll put a pin through the thorax. Damien slides a pin through the middle of the butterfly and places the butterfly on a piece of styrofoam. He carefully arranges the antennae with the forceps and begins placing paper and more pins around it. On and around it. He does this so effortlessly that it's almost hypnotic. I have a frame here that I think this one will look quite pretty in, but I'll need to let it sit for a couple of days until it's ready. And then what? I remove all of the pins and put it on display with the other. Take a closer look at Damien's collection. One with bright blue wings keeps drawing my eye. This one's so pretty. Damien takes it off the wall. Ah yes, it's a blue morpho, one of my favorites. He hands a small frame to me. Here, I think this would look lovely in your home. Oh, I couldn't take this. I insist, believe me, I have more than enough. Thank you. If you ever have an interest in pinning some insects yourself, you know where to find me. I think I'll leave that up to you. I feel like I'd probably break them in half with... I can't read. Y'all, this is embarrassing. I think I'll leave that up to you. I feel like I'd probably break them in half with my butterfingers. Nonsense, you have beautiful, steady hands. You would make a fine taxidermist. Am I blushing? Damien walks me to the door and gives me a warm smile as I leave. Do take care of yourself, Matt. Thanks for allowing me to share my odd little hobby with you. No problem, man. Taxidermy is kind of cool.
You've got
A little weird,
gas.
but like kind of cool. Alright, did that. Nothing new there. So let's just keep on going on with Damien. Don't use metal utensils on non-stick frying pans. You hear that? Don't do it! Whew. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad Book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door. Dad, you got a letter. Oh, is it from Grandma? No, it's from Damien. Whoa. Can I see it? Anna hands me a piece of old parchment folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Damn, the dude goes all out. I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads, "Oh, Jesus." I'm just gonna let that finish before I try reading it. Alright. Dearest Matt, I hope you find my continued correspondence endearing rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I write this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now, I hope that you may forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unforeseen, your companionship helped a great deal, not only in the discipline of my child, but in the morale of my spirit. And for that, I thank you. That said, Matt, if you'll allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema followed by a moonlit stroll would be to your taste. I eagerly await your response. With great respect, D. Bloodmarch. Mana and I both look up from the letter. Wow. He's good. So you gonna catch a movie with him? Yeah, I better message him on Dad Book and let him know. Mana slaps my laptop shut. You have to write him back. A real letter. But my handwriting looks like two toddlers fighting over a crayon. Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool. Will you help me? I need to class this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to a show that you two will like and then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that's classy. Mina and I hop onto my laptop and peruse showtimes. He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy. Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2? Evil Never Dies. I don't know, that sounds kind of stupid. Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration in the ennui of existence. Really turns the vampire trope on its head. Really? Nah, there's just lots of blood and vampire titties. Well, let's roll the dice. I purchase the tickets and print them out, and then sit down on the table with Amanda to try drafting a nice letter. Let's start writing. Damien. Good morning. Jeez, that's trying too hard. I do hope that this letter finds you in good health. Good one. What's next? I must confess of my amateur control of the written word. Geez, Dad, have some faith in yourself. Okay, we're trucking along. Let him know how you're feeling. You find me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. I did very much enjoy the adventure we found ourselves on the last we met. That Ernest show was pretty messed up. So, this one. Nice. Ask him to hang out already. True art takes time, Amanda. On a strange turn of events, I found myself enamored with the situation at hand. Like Brueggel's landscape in The Fall of Icarus, I find myself lost in your details. This one. Bring it home, Pops. I would very much enjoy your company, accompanying me to the cinema. Bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. That one. Smooth. Calling it the cinema is a classic move. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2 Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you'll find both titillating and enjoyable. Best wishes, hard daps, namaste, we'll carry on. God damn it. Again with the My Chemical Romance. Best wishes. Then I sign my name, my full name, fancier that way. Matt Dongrass. Is this okay? Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. Wow. That is actually very sloppy. But got charm. You spelled his name wrong. What? Nah, it's just trying to keep you on your toes. Now all you have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox. Mailbox. Again, I just can't speak. Can I seal it with tape? Yes. That's not authentic enough. I have an idea. Be right back. Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. Gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. What's that other thing? Oh. Amanda pours some of the wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses a small piece of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second and pulls the wood away, revealing... Here it is, your sigil. A little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. Scrapbooking stuff always comes in clutch. Well, I guess all there is to do is to deliver it to his doorstep now, huh? Oh, I thought we were going to getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy. I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has a good pigeons. Don't get your pigeons from Anthony, they're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot in his door and go back home. Mission accomplished? Now we play the waiting game. The night finally rolls around when I'm supposed to meet with Damien. The next day he had left another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit and I show up to the theater a little bit early. It's a chilly night and the theater is kind of crowded, but it's still nice. How do you do? I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me. Almost gave me a heart attack. I don't know, I just walked up. Oh, shit. I skipped extra dialogue. My bad. My apologies for frightening you. Is that thunder? Is it going to rain soon? I didn't hear anything. What?
Huh. Oh my.
What?
Oh no.
Regardless, the hour grows close. Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kids, or perhaps Milk Duds. Let's do it. We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. Oh, my dad's here. Turn around and find Lucian standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids.
Oh.
Lucian, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I'm glad to see you spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad. And what movie will you be attending tonight? Friends are making me see some kids movie about talking animals. I don't really care about it. Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2 Evil Never Dies. You? Watching that? Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it. Good luck with that, Dad. Lucian rejoins his friends and I look over to Damien. Good luck with what? It's nothing. My son loves to tease. We wait in line for a little longer and Damien buys us snacks. Seems a little nervous. I wonder what's wrong. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for previews. Glancing at him, I can see that he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Is everything okay? Everything is perfectly fine. I'm so excited for this film. I'm a devoted patron of the arts, especially the scary arts. Scary the art, the better. You have a favorite horror movie?
Oh no.
Of course I have a favorite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. Terrifying. Oh, interesting. Is Damien afraid of scary movies? Oh man, that's actually kind of precious. Love that. That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I would have expected him to bring up some sort of strange foreign horror film that I'd never heard of. Damien's knuckles are turning white. It looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies?
What?
You must be joking. I love horror movies. The lights dim for the film.
Ah!
Damien screams. I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all. We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice and he takes one. I take note of how much his hands are shaking.
Ah!
The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. Pale man with long silver hair and glittering red eyes and well-oiled abs sits up in a coffin. Awaken my coven. Two more vampires slides the tops of their stone coffins onto the floor. Brother, is it time? Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy, it is time. The three look at each other, then to the camera. For the Vampire Crusade. This rules. The trio of vampires flies off into the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. I somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounded, it's actually a pretty fun flick.
Ah!
We get to a tense moment of the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at a truce meeting with the general of the human army, whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. Romulus, it is good to finally meet you. General, I agree. It's good to finally blood you.
Oh my.
Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood splatters over everything, including the camera.
Ah!
Damien screams again, reflexively grasping my hand. I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampires or blood or vampiric blood. I gotta let my cat in the room so she shuts the fuck up. Ginger! Jesus, what do you want? Doing a thing. Ginger. She doesn't like it when I do things without her. Come here. Come here, cutie. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap. I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic and I got into an extremely scary section. Come here. You want up? Come here. Come here. Come here. Ginger. Here. Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit that he's afraid of it. Ginger, no. Ginger. You don't get desk time, I'm sorry. I wish you would hold my hand again. Excuse me, damn. Maybe I could do something to try to make him feel more comfortable? I've got it. I'll do what all dads do best. Talk during the movie. Oh no, that's so bad. I hate people that talk during the movie need to stop and not do that. Point out a plot hole. Yeah, that one. Did you notice how that guard fired 7 bullets, but his gun only holds 6? Yes, that is absolutely unforgivable from a filmmaking standpoint. It's almost unwatchable. It's funny how it's so much easier to point out tiny mistakes in the work of others than it is to actually go and create your own thing, huh? Wow. Scathing commentary. Hey look, that's an anachronism. The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly, with only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. We get to the final scene of the movie where Romulus, Bad Blood, and the General's wife embrace each other in his crypt. It appears that the true Vampire Crusade was the Vampire Crusade in our hearts. Our cold, undead, unbeating hearts. Romulus and the General's wife begin making out hard. The film fades to black with the end appears on screen. But then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover Carmela, who are watching the two from afar. Oh no, twist ending. Our bloodline has been pure for thousands of years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3. Evil must die again. More thunder, more ominous organs, the movie fades out again, and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end? Damien and I walk out of the movie theater amidst throngs of shattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise he survived the encounter. He even seems kind of invigorated. What an interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and great attention to detail in regards to vampiric love. Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot more vampire titties than I thought there would be. Come, the night is young. Let us take a stroll. Damien is making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk and the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theater. Lovely night, isn't it? As lovely as the company, yes. He thinks I'm lovely. Damn, okay, here comes the smooth response. Thanks, cool, okay, thanks.
Oh.
No, problem. Crushed it. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I sure am one smooth operator. You getting a little hungry? We could maybe stop off and grab something to eat. Worry not, friend, I have a plan. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of a cemetery? What? Are we going in there? A little bit of Victorian flavor, Matt, trust me. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow through the path. Follow a path through the faded tombstones. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The night lights sparkle around us. I gotta hand it to him. For being in a cemetery, this is strangely romantic. Picnicking in graveyards is an old Victorian tradition. An appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and picnic basket. Wait, where were you hiding that? Under my cloak? Oh, right. Damien unfolds a blanket and we both sit down, gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses. In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Oh shit. Oh, my friend's been messaging me this whole time. Oh shit, sorry, I'm streaming currently. Any size is fine. I have my friend Shelby buying me something just I need a new lighter for my candles because I'm getting a little tired of burning my fucking finger every time I try to light this goddamn thing. Oh, Twitch app needs to be updated. Damn it. Anyway, in the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials, they became the only place that people could see the beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question though. Are you so okay with being in the graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie?
What?
I wasn't... He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I just have never been good at those. I just feel as if, because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films, so I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't know if I have the constitution for them at times. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have suggested another movie. I'm gonna mute myself real quick. I got a voice message. Might have to throw out the BRB screen in a minute. It's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one, thanks to your help. Graveyards, however, I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from the cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us rather separated from it. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think, gives us certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, to savor every second. And muting. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. Suddenly, it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance, I see a shadowy figure in the trees. What is that? I'm not sure. It noticed us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it begins lumbering slowly towards us. Its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature is getting closer and moving faster. Woof! Oh. It's a dog. As it finally comes into light, the friendliest, dumbest little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. Oh. I fucking love that. The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog. Hey. We both look up, not expecting to see. Thanks. Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids. What? What? I didn't know you had a dog. This isn't my dog. I found her wandering in the street, put a leash on her, and now we're walking around this graveyard together. Hunting cryptids. Damien and I share a look. May I give her a treat? Sure. Want to give her a cheese, though. Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and procures a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? The dog laps up the treat and crunches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks. My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his? ? Dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs. Victorians love dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog such as a terrier or a Maltese. I think big dogs are nice too. Hey man, dogs are cool. I do believe we've had enough excitement for one night. Let's say we make our way home. Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it as my knees aren't what they used to be. He packs up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin the walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. Thank you ever so kindly for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. And if you'll allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded, monogrammed handkerchief. He presses it into my hand. Oh, thank you, Damien. I'll use this to dry my tears for those I've lost. Can't wait to sneeze on this. What a way this is passing shifts. I'll do this one. A noble purpose. Damien shuffles his feet. I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you. Someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. I lock the door and step inside. Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch trying to look nonchalant. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Graham? Flatty daddy indeed. My chat box not working? I wonder why my chat box isn't working. Oh, you know, just playing some Dream Daddy. It was working. That's weird. My chat box was working last stream. It shouldn't be any different. I refresh it in OBS. Maybe that will do something. Wait, where is... Huh. I wonder why that's not working. That's weird. Anyway, how's your day going, Graham? Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch trying to look nonchalant. Hey, Dad, what's up? Were you watching me from the window? No, I was just, Okay, yes. How was the movie? Lots of vampire titties. Told you. Aw, man. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Being sick fucking sucks. Like, it really does. Wait, hang on. Let me go here real quick. So I guess my chat box just doesn't work. It was working last stream. That is so weird. I know, it's broken as shit. And I don't know why. Streaming tools, overlays, gallery. Wait, my overlays. Copy URL. Let me see if I can fix this. Real time fixing shit, y'all. Oh. I hope that fixes it. I don't know if it will. If it doesn't, oh well. Told you. But as it turns out, Damien is scared. Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien. It's scary cool. Yep, he's so cool, it's scary. Nice save, Matt. Did you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties? I think I'm misremembering that. Wow, that's pretty punk. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though. How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? And how can I be so sure you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you. Nor I you. We make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling you for the night. Don't stay up too late, will you? And try not to howl at the moon past midnight. I can't believe my chat box is broken.
Are you familiar with the works of Corey Feldman? He simply slayed in the
Proud parent, a lot of points there. Very little points in Goofy. Some good points in Ojusama and Victorian. Maybe my chat box needs to be on top of everything. Or not. I don't know. Very weird. No points in vampire, but a lot of points in rom-com. Another S-rank date. Fuck yeah. Well, it's been a long day. Just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. Or maybe it's too small. What does refresh do? Anyway, I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds so strange. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? Hey, my chat box! Your message popped up. Let me make it fucking bigger so I can actually see it. Yay, it worked. Hell yeah. I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? Well, did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. I'll let her cry it out. Alright, I'll leave you be. I back out of the room and close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. Wow. I have no idea what has her so upset. She seemed totally normal. I feel awful just leaving her to cry, but I also get the feeling that if I tried to do anything else, it would only have made her more upset. Can't stop mentally cycling through all sorts of awful things that she could be dealing with right now. More than anything, I just want her to be happy and to be safe. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she's willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room, makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh. Okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. Usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on the wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream and it was like nothing happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decide that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse, but I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah? I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, so just whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, I just want to know that but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Graham, you'll soon find out that I'm not very good at reading things out loud.
Oh.
Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting is set by now. Ta-da! Dad? It took me a really long time, but I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over, and I love it. Sorry you're sad, but I support you 100%. This is beautiful. Strawberry. And it gives me a big ol' hug. I grab some plates and forks and surface up some delicious cake. Yeah, you would think after the years of like playing visual novels for YouTube videos, I would be better at reading things out loud, but I continuously stumble over shit. So it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing, I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just, I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes?
Oh.
I guess I should start from the top. So you know how Emma R is going to that fancy school in California, right? Emma R. The one who puked in Dead Goth and Beyond? Dad, that was me! What? I thought you were Emma P. Dad, are you doing okay? I'm getting legit worried. Been doing a lot of gluing and varnishing in unventilated spaces. Carry on. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out Rosie M from both the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night. They all told me they were too busy studying for the Calc AB final. Yikes!
Oh.
So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I, have a crush on Noah, and that's a thing. What? Whoa. I had no idea. Definitely didn't know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned it from the worst.
Oh no.
Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody. Didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just kept quiet and keep going about my business. Amanda sighs. Then one day, I invite everyone out to get nachos at the mall after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds. They all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were all out of chips and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable.
Ugh.
So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey. And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt, because of course she does, and Emma R just like glares at me. Grace. Nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the boring one, gossipy one. Did she poop the bed too?
Huh.
No, Dad, please stick with me. Grace is the one nobody likes. Or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left, without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to this shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one at MR asking how the Noah thing's been going on, and sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? I'm a little confused, but I think I understand. That's okay, you're trying. So what happens next? Ooh, okay, get a load of this. MR says, you know what, let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads word for word an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I'm trying my hardest to be supportive.
Oh.
They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's been a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay, and then she left me on red. And then... Wait. I thought there was the thing over on my OBS. Left me on red? What's that? Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply. And I know because there are red receipts. I don't know what red receipts are, but I'm just gonna nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while all this is happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's at least trying to be kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that MPP sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R has been there since Mom died. Can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even mad that she's dating Noah, I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. Man, I feel this so hard. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected, I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help?
Oh.
Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. And I gotta let my cat out of the room after she begged and begged and begged to be in here. Get out of here. Whew, there we go. Wow. I know it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Man, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Not all friendships last forever, and that's real. Real friends don't do that. High school sucks. This one. People are going to come in and out of your life. That's just how it works. Not every friendship is going to last forever. So cherish your friends while you have them. And when it's over, don't dwell so much on the bad stuff. You had some good times with MR, but you guys grew apart. Learn from it and keep moving forward. There's so many new friends to make, and they're going to be so much cooler than MR and the rest. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours, because you're amazing. And if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I look down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Minna gets up to go to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Pops? Yeah? Thank you. You are always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too,
I love
Dad.
you too. Oh, she said it herself. I love that.
Welcome. You've got dads.
So fucking funny that it says you've got dads. Ooh, a text message? Hey, are you up to anything tonight? Oh man, my mouth just made a weird sound. Hugo and I were planning to go to the art walk downtown, and we're wondering if you would care to accompany us. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper. Whoa, why can I see Damien and Hugo's chat? Am I a hacker? But I don't even have a hacker alias. The feds are gonna bust down my door any minute now. Gotta destroy this computer. Matt, this is a group chat. Oh, thank God. Do either of you guys know how to destroy a computer? You can run Derek's boot from Nuke and You can run Derek's boot and nuke. It's hard to say it in that accent. From a startup flash drive, but once you've done it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. The Victorians are well versed in information security. Matt, do you want to go see some art or not? Art is good. Let's go see art. See that art? Damien and Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk in downtown Maple Bay. I've never really been to one of these before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here a bit early. I don't see Damien or Hugo around anywhere, and I just feel a little uncomfortable standing among all these fancy art people. Matt? I turn around. It's Joseph! Joseph, what are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me. What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge art, appreciatist?
Oh.
Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art walk thing. I'm guessing he invited you too? Yep. Admittedly, a little out of my depth here. Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to be the odd one out. Are you allowed to say that? Say what? You know, thank God. Yep, I actually get double points when I say it since I'm a minister. The points get you into heaven. That's how it works. Anyway, where are the guys? The writing in this game is so good. I look and spot Hugo and Damien, who seem to have just arrived at the gallery. Good eve, good eve, good eve. Evening, friends.
Oh.
Who's ready for some art? You know I am. You know I love looking at paintings that are in frames and also paintings that aren't in frames. Art is good and stuff.
Yeah.
Well put, Matt. All you have to do is know that if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese. I like art now! I've got the table in my sights. Now if you'll excuse me, I'll go help myself to some tiny wines. Talk art with Hugo and Damien. So what's this first place? This particular artist specializes in landscape painting of various locales within the American Northeast. A look at the art. It is rad art. At the risk of sounding uninformed, do all of these landscapes look like butts to you guys? Damien and Hugo lean in, examining the paintings in earnest. It would appear as if you are correct. Valid assessment, Matt. Hey, this art stuff's pretty easy. Oh, it gets more complicated.
Oh.
Sometimes the butts are more symbolic. Sometimes the butts are metaphors. Sometimes art is about the butts they don't draw. Huh, interesting. Joseph returns to our group with tiny cheese and wine. What'd I miss? Butts.
Oh.
Shame. The cheese is nice, though. Shall we visit the next place? Just a lot of butts, man. Art is just butts. We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another one. This gallery is a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of, I'm not even sure, hang on the walls.
Huh?
Oh geez. What am I looking at here?
Oh.
This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this art mean to you? Stare at the painting, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. It's a metaphor for the human condition. Reminds me of my childhood. Represents strife. It's a butt, baby! It's a butt. Everyone else stares at the painting. Yeah, that's definitely a butt. Well, a valid assessment. I feel like the artist was trying to make a different statement. Probably how much he liked butts. You are a servant of the Lord.
Oh.
We're all God's creatures, even butts. Comparing this piece to the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure this represents the sense of isolation he feels creating traditional abstract artwork in a field that's rapidly moving towards digitization. Wow, how do you figure that?
Oh.
That's what it says on the placard. Oh.
Ah.
Let's look at a few more of these. We walk around the gallery, sampling some more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. It's interesting what the artist chooses not to let... It's interesting that the artist chooses not to let their work be defined by, what's the word? Realism? Realism. As we're looking at one of the paintings, a patron scoffs loudly. Psh, could do that.
Ah.
Excuse me?
What?
Hugo, not here.
Ah.
No, come back here. The patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right next to him.
Ah.
You say you could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have an intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece even a fraction as impressive as this one.
I'm not angry.
Art is the truest expression of the self, and it seems like your self is bad, so your art would be bad. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding him back at this point. Friend, he's not worth it. Hugo manages to cool down. He smoothes his jacket.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I just love art very much. We know, buddy. I pat Hugo on the shoulder.
Oh.
You know what would ease the mood? Is it cheese? No.
Ah.
It's wine. And cheese.
Ah.
Co-signed. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism and is actual wine and cheese. We got one last stop on the tour. You lot feeling up for it? Is it going to be any weirder than this art? It is absolutely weirder than this art. Let's do it.
Oh.
Damien, Hugo, and Joseph and I walk over to a performance in the street. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and at us. So, quick question. Shoot. What is happening? I second this question. Performance art. What does it mean?
Oh.
Again, I pose the very same question to you, Mr. Dongrass. Oh yeah, by the way, Graham, I don't know if you watch any D&D shows, but there's one called Acquisitions Incorporated, the C Team, and one of their characters was named Walnut Dongrass, but it was spelled Dankgrass, so I was like, oh, that's a funny joke, and that's my character's last name. But it's pronounced Dawngrass. The fear of existence, the very humanity of being human. They really like screaming butts. Should we go butts again? I think we should go butts again. I'm thinking butts. What do you guys think they're trying to say? I believe it's less about what they're saying and more about why they're saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other form of art, music, painting, photography, the artist uses their medium as a conduit for their emotions. With performance art, the medium is the artist. It's the purest expression of raw human emotion. It's art as catharsis.
I don't know.
That's beautiful, Damien. So what you're saying is, if I start making really large fart noises right now, it's art as long as I really mean it? Damien fixes him with a hard stare. I was gonna start making fart noises, but based on the look on your face, that joke isn't gonna play well with this crowd.
Hey.
Oh.
Wise.
Oh.
We watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off stage. Phew, I think I'm all arted out. Agreed. We all decide to walk home together.
Oh.
We make our way back to the cul-de-sac, tiny wine and tiny cheese sloshing around in my stomach. I think what I've learned tonight, and not just what I've learned about art, which was nice and extremely informative, but what I've learned tonight is that when you get a bunch of tiny wine and cheese together, it eventually becomes regular wine and cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese. A tiny cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with the tiny cheese. Wax wings too close to the sun. Cheese wings? Those would melt in the sun too, and I feel like it's more appropriate imagery. Plus, it'd be delicious. A nice emmentaler. A nice emmentaler, possibly. If you guys were painters, what would you paint? I actually dabble in oils. I mostly paint landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time. I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions, like, for example, luchadors. Oh yeah, Hugo's the fucking professional wrestling fan. He paints butts. I think I'd paint boats, Seascapes, maybe some lighthouses, mostly boats. Really?
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery and artwork.
Oh.
What? Boats are cool.
Hmm.
What about you, Matt? Land artist, food artistry, landscapes, tasteful nudes of the artist. Oh boy. Landscapes.
Hmm?
Think I could examine a lot of beautiful imagery and recapture it on canvas. And I'm just kidding, it's gonna be butts.
Oh.
Hey, we got there eventually. I didn't pick tasteful nudes, but he did mention butts. Joseph gives me a high five. Yeah, butts! We finally get to the cul-de-sac.
Oh.
Alright, boys, good art. Good art.
Oh.
Agreed.
Oh.
See you guys around? Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbors after all. I head inside to deal with my inevitable cheese over. You can't beat the whammy bar once again.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Responding to a message. I'm gonna switch to my BRB screen. I'm gonna go get another bottle of water because I'm gonna keep the stream going just a little bit longer. So, BRB? And I'm back. I made myself a little peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I mean, we gotta go with Damien, right? Or should we sample someone else's plot line? Nope, still trying for Damien. You know what they say about third dates, they get pretty serious. Might not have time to browse that book for a while. Are you ready? Yeah, actually. Let me check out. You know what? This is real on the nose. Joseph Christensen. I'll send him a message. Just a sample, just to end things on, just to end the stream with. His family is a little weird, but Joseph seems cool. I should take him up on his offer to hang out. Wait, how do I hang out with a priest? I don't go to church. Should I be Cheezitss-y? I imagine Joseph's family staring at me as I fumble through some sort of prayer attempt. Maybe not too Cheezitss-y. A light smattering of Jesus. That sounds bad out of context. A light smattering of Jesus. Will he want me to pray? Is he going to pray at me? Do I have to pray at him? Talking to Joseph, huh? Yeah. Amanda, how many times have I told you not to sneak up on me like that? I selectively ignore it every time you do, Pops. Amanda looks over my shoulder at the screen. Joseph can't read your mind, you know. If you want to talk, just message him. And I've never been friends with a priest before. What do I talk about? My favorite Bible passages? Ice cream socials? Khakis? First of all, he's a youth minister with a tattoo, not a priest. There's a difference? You're overthinking it, Dad. Listen, just put it like this. Hello, neighbor. Thanks again for the invite to the BBQ. I'd love to hang out soon if you're not too busy. Isn't that a little too business casual? Fine, fine. Give me the keyboard. I got this. Thanks for the welcome back. Graham. Let me just scarf down this fucking PB&J, man. Ow. Boom, there we go. Mana focuses on the keys. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hi Joseph, it was great meeting you and your family. I'm still new around here, so if you'd like, I'd love to hang out and get to know you. See ya. Smiley is a nice touch. Almost immediately I receive a response. What'd he say? Hi Matt, if you're not doing anything in a bit, the kids and I are baking treats for the church bake sale today, and we'd love to have you over. It'll be a blast, so let me know. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Uses a lot of exclamation points. I'm more concerned about him signing his name with a tilde. I'm willing to let it slide this time. I respond back. Sounds like fun. Great, come on by the house as soon as you're ready. We'll be here. Well, guess I'm doing this. Save a brownie for me? Promise you won't sneak up on me anymore? Amanda stares at me, unblinking. I don't make promises I can't keep. Real to a fault, Pops.
Dad.
And Dad, please don't be weird about the religion thing. Me? Weird? Never. I make the short walk over to Joseph's place. Don't be weird, Matt. But what if they hang up a bunch of crosses? Or collect those little porcelain babies? What if they're all praying? Do they pray before dinner? During dinner? Over the porcelain babies? Excuse me. The door begins to creak open, a shadowy figure obscured on the other side. Who's there? Matt? The door opens the rest of the way. It's Joseph's eldest. What's his name? Hey. Hey, Christian? It's Chris. Chris, right. Hi again, I'm Matt. I know what your name is. Oh yeah, we met at the barbecue. How's the, Please don't say it. Cheezitss? Chris blinks slowly, maybe he didn't hear that. You're weird. Is your dad? Before I finish, Chris walks into an adjacent room, leaving me in front of the open doorway. Home? This was a great first impression. For a moment, I wonder if I should just go inside, further subjecting Joseph's family to my winning attitude and artful charisma. Mercifully, Whoa. That's a weird writing error. Mercifully, Joseph peeks his head around the corner. Matt, you made it! Joseph approaches with his arms wide.
Oh.
I'm so glad you could come by. Are you ready to bake? I am not. I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Good one.
That's the kind of semi-confidence I like to see in a baking assistant. Come on in.
Hey.
Joseph leads me into a bright, spacious home full of nautical knickknacks. This isn't what I imagined at all. It's actually pretty charming.
Hey.
I believe you've met Chris, who left you outside.
Oh.
Chris.
Oh.
Are you going to apologize? Oh, right. Sorry. I try to make eye contact with Chris, but he keeps looking away. He must be really shy. It's alright. Next time, just be a little more inviting with our guests. Sure. Chris seems to relish a chance to escape the conversation and quickly vanishes into his room. Joseph turns to me apologetically.
Oh.
Don't take it personally. Chris likes to keep to himself. I mean, we didn't start off on the best foot in the world. Plus, being the eldest in a big family can't be easy.
Oh.
We try to cut him a little slack where we can. Oh, and here are the twins, Christian and Christy. Say hello to Matt. Hello, Father. Hello, Matt.
Ah.
Kids, come on, dial it back on the creepy twin shtick. Creepy twin shtick? Egg them on. Can you two say, come play with us, Danny? Oh no. The twins stare up in unblinking unison. Come play with us, Danny. Joseph covers his mouth and looks away, but he's clearly holding back a big laugh. This is it. This is my dad World Series. Okay, now say, please help us, Mothra. Please help us, Mothra. No, I can't take it. Joseph is trying his best not to break in front of his kids. The twins seem to be catching on and look eager to bust their dad, but can we keep it up? Go with something obscure? Or go with something creepy. Now say they all flow down here. They all flow down here, Father. Joseph can't take it anymore. Despite his quiet protestations, he's laughing pretty hard into his hand. The kids giggle with him. The twins, obviously pleased with the new arsenal of spooky weapons, leave the room to terrorize the rest of the community. My work here is done! I'm going to be hearing those lines for weeks. Next time we hang out, I'll try to teach you some lines from the thing. Alright, so it looks like we've got a bit of a troublemaker on our hands. You think you can out-trouble a career pro? I don't know about that. I'm suddenly interrupted by a loud crash from the kitchen. What now? That doesn't sound good. Christy? No one responds. Joseph furrows his brow and motions for me to stay where I am. Wait here a minute. Joseph rushes into the kitchen. I remember this with Amanda. Half of fatherhood is trying to keep your kids from finding creative ways to kill themselves, and he's got 4. Talk about worry. I take a seat on his surprisingly pristine couch and twiddle my thumbs. Let's examine coffee table. A couple of cool knickknacks on the coffee table in front of me. Hey, a cross. Hey, another cross. This one looks a little different. And a third cross. Unified design aesthetic. Smart choices. There's also a brass thing here. Looks like something a sailor would use to navigate with. I think they're called sextants. Heh, sex. That's fucking exactly what I would do. If anyone says sextant, I'm just like, heh. Bookshelf. Pretty sturdy wooden bookshelf. It looks handmade. Did Joseph build this? It's a big stack of what look like travel magazines. Hyenas of the Serengeti, the underwater mysteries of the Antarctic, and on and on. Seems like Joseph really loves a good adventure. Unless this is a Mary thing, who knows. Next to them are a couple of different Bibles. Looks like he's covering all the Bible bases. King James, New American Standard. The Bible for teens? He is a cool youth minister after all. On the higher shelf, there are a bunch of old romance novels. Judging by the wine stains, these must be Mary's. The newest one looks like Hot Body Johnson Sex Detective. The 8th installment in... Wait, this is a series? Examine the floor. Well, you have this many kids and things are bound to end up on the floor no matter how hard you try to keep it clean. It's about a terrifying cloth doll that looks like it had both arms pulled off several times. It's been stitched back together a lot. The tag says C+C. Of course. I set that down and spot a houseplant. Hey, little guy. Keep being you, tiny houseplant. Spot one last thing on the floor next to the houseplant. It's a silver necklace. Wow, this looks expensive for something so casually tossed on the floor. There's a story here. It's none of my business. It's been a while. I guess I should go in the kitchen and see what's up.
Oh.
I walk into the kitchen and find Joseph holding Christy in one arm. She seems a lot calmer than she was a minute ago. I raise an eyebrow at Joseph.
Oh.
The twins are a lot more manageable when they're separated. Where's Christian?
Oh.
He ran off. Christy dips a spoon in the brownie batter and gives it a taste. Dad, it's too sweet.
Oh.
You're too sweet. No, I'm not. You're so sweet we might have to water you down with spiders. No, not spiders. Joseph begins tickling Christy with his free hand. Between the laughing and squirming, I don't know how he's got a hold of her, but that kid is locked in place. The man is a professional child wrangler. Christy fixes me with her best puppy dog eyes.
Right.
Save me from the spiders. Spoon duel the Spider Queen. Spider King, rather. I grab a wooden spoon and point in Joseph's direction. Unhand her, foul beast! Okay, Matt the Valiant, let's see what you've got. You may have defeated me at the Tarantula Ridge, but now I have the upper hand. Joseph gently puts Christy down behind him. Have you come to squash me, knight, or have you merely fallen into my web? I'm no mere fly, Spider King. Now on guard! For a minute or so, Joseph and I mock duel with the two dumbest looking spoons in the room. Eventually, I strike a killing blow, and the invisible heart between his arms and his body, Joseph recoils in horror.
Oh.
Blast! I am defeated! You can never best me, Spider King, for I have the power of... I sneak a taste from the brownie batter. The magic... Oh man, that is way too sweet.
Eh?
Christy begins jumping up and down excitedly. My hero! Christy hugs my leg before making a surprisingly fast exit.
Eh.
Hey, wait, do you want to bake brownies with us? Christy hesitates and shakes her head no again. Sparkle Pony. Sparkle Pony? Joseph looks confused. You don't want to bake with Dad now? You want to play with Sparkle Pony? Yes.
Oh.
Okay, go. Before Joseph can even finish his sentence, Christy is out the door and down the hall. Ahead, Joseph sighs deeply as he stares into the chocolate batter. He tastes it again, face twisting.
Oh.
And that is still way too sweet. So what made that crash?
Oh.
Egg beaters on the linoleum floor. My new techno signal, so I haven't thought of a B-side. Now we're both looking into the batter. It's got a sticky sheen of sugar and chocolate candies throughout, and I have a feeling Chrissy had something to do with it.
Aye.
You need a fresh start. Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm not really a baker, but...
Yeah.
Don't even sweat it. The bag came with instructions that have mysteriously vanished along with my daughter. So, we'll probably be fine. Probably.
Nice.
Yeah, probably. He certainly looks confident. Alright, Matt, you've baked a cake from a box before, once. How hard could this be?
Oh.
Now grab a spoon and get ready to rock. Mario Batali, save me. Joseph and I set to work, cracking the eggs and mixing the things and then pouring the things according to how we assumed the back of the box would tell us to. Things go according to plan, and soon enough we had a solid batch of brownies.
Eh.
Woo! Wait. Joseph still has a little dot of batter on his nose. Wow, Matt, way to use those dad skills. But you've baked a few box mixes in your time. His nose. Joseph.
Oh.
All we have to do is bring these to the bake sale and voila, duty done.
Oh.
Now help me find Christy. Keep your eye out for for a pony that sparkles. Joseph, hold still.
Oh.
What? Thumb in position, and got it.
Yeah.
Joseph's eyes go wide as I gently wipe the chocolate off his nose. Is he blushing? Oh, thanks. No problem. In less than a second, I've licked the batter off my finger. Really good batter. We should find Christy. Yes, we should do that, Matt. Joseph quickly composes himself.
Oh.
Alright, she can't be far. You take the Delta position and I'll watch her 6. Do you know what that means?
Nice.
Alpha Tango Sparkle, roger, roger. Joseph starts making his way down the hall and calls back to me. Take the brownies and the rest of the stuff I baked earlier today while I get Christy. We'll meet you out by the car.
Yeah.
Joseph, Christy, and I arrive at the church parking lot to find fold-out tables and pop-up tents already set up. Looks like the bake sale is already in full swing.
Oh.
Wow, this place is packed. Is this packed? There are a few people milling about. Must be a value pack. If you can count a city's population on your fingers and toes, this counts as packed. Point. Christy rockets out of the car and into the lot. Is she running a jet fuel? I want to sell brownies! Okay, let's get set up. I want to see Mom.
Oh.
He's down by the other road tables helping out with another group. Want to go over there and tell her I said hi? Mom! Chrissy zips off immediately. Joseph seems concerned. Does she always run that fast? Yeah, and I can only catch her half the time. These knees aren't what they used to be. I remember when Amanda was her age. I couldn't get her to sit still for 5 seconds. Yep, great age to deal with.
Oh.
While Christy's gone, Joseph and I arrange all of our baked goods on the table and settle in. So, are we allowed to eat any of our own goods?
Yeah.
Look, if I don't see nothing, I don't say nothing. The man upstairs has strong feelings about snitches. Does he actually?
Yeah.
Joseph shrugs. He eats a brownie. Looks like some of the other stalls are selling drinks, little handmade crafts, and other sweets. Oh, someone brought a soft serve ice cream machine. I gesture to it. Are we supposed to compete with that? Please, this isn't my first time to the rodeo. Bake sale rodeo.
Oh.
There's actually no rodeo here, it's just a bake sale.
Oh.
I think you and I put together can make one pretty convincing argument for these brownies, don't you? I hope so. Sneak another brownie.
Ooh,
Reach for another brownie to stress eat my worries away. Joseph smacks my hand before I can grab it. Focus, Matt. Fuck. That's fine. I'm not trying to actually date Joseph. I'm trying to date Damien. I'm only doing this so I can do a date before I end the stream. And I didn't want to finish out Damien's route yet.
yeah.
It's how long before we have our first customers?
Oh.
Hey, dude. Hiya. Matt, Carmencita, it's great to see you guys out here.
Hey.
Happy to support a good cause. Plus, you know, as the owner and proprietor of the Coffee Spoon, an establishment that specializes in baked goods, I have to scope out the competition. Joseph leans close to me.
Oh.
This guy knows his stuff. Stay on your toes.
Hmm.
So what recipe did you use for these brownies? Don't say you used the box recipe. Don't say you used the box recipe. We improvised. I just let the baking spirit move through me, you know? Little bit of flour here, pinch of salt there. Sort of like interpretive dance, but with cooking. Interpretive cooking, yes. You can never make the same thing twice. Every batch is special. There will never be another batch of brownies with the exact flavor sensation that these right here have.
Oh.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Matt.
Oh.
Alright, we'll take 2. Actually, we'll take 3. I ring them up and high-five Joseph as our happy customers walk away.
Oh.
See? Not so hard. Yeah, I'm hot off the good feelings from the last sale. Who's next? We sell brownies to a bunch of people I don't recognize but who clearly know Joseph. Eventually, another familiar face pops up. Matt! It's Brian! Close enough. Can we introduce you to any of our fine sweets and treats? You sure can. Bet I could eat 10 brownies. Must resist urge to be competitive. Let the man buy his brownies. So we'll put you down for 10? Better make it just 2. One for me and one for Daisy. Coming right up. You excited for youth group movie night, Daisy? Yeah, what's the movie?
Oh.
It's a surprise. Joseph leans over to me.
Yeah.
It's The Fast and the Furious. Really?
Yeah.
If you think about it, there's some heavy religious undertones. Joseph hands a baggie to Daisy.
Oh.
Make sure to give you guys the edges. Clearly the superior part of the brownie topography. Thanks, Joseph. Our 2 customers walk off with their purchases. Joseph and I survey our stock.
Oh.
These are selling pretty hot. At this rate, we'll have enough money to pay for a new paint job in the church pews in no time. Wait, what happened to the pews? Ernest spray painted his rapper alias onto them, Young Steinbeck. I would have gone for Young Man in the Sea, but I can respect that. Speaking in ministerial terms, Ernest is hard to reach. In father terms, Ernest is kind of a turd. Being a cool youth minister seems like a lot of work.
Hey.
It is, but it's worth it. Although, sometimes I wish... Never mind. What? It's kind of silly, but... You ever wish you could just drop everything and go lounge around on a beach somewhere in the tropics? Drink fruity blended beverages, fall asleep on a hammock? You know, basically live out a Jimmy Buffett song. I was just gonna say that. Joseph, I think about this every single day of my life. My dream is to live in Margaritaville.
Oh.
One day, my friend, one day we'll be on island time. You can be on island time anytime! Just look at Justin McElroy. We make a couple more sales to more church patrons. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Up in the distance, I spot my old buddy, Craig.
Oh.
Craig!
Hi.
He's gonna be a hard sell. Craig's a fitness man. Thinks he comes to these bake sales to test himself. To see if he has the resolve to refuse processed sugar.
Huh?
You sure you're ready for this? We go way back. I got this. Craig jogs up to our table with Briar and Hazel in tow. They're each finishing an ice cream cone, so it's unlikely we're gonna sell them on the brownies too. Probably won't be able to sell it to the baby. She's impossible to read. It all comes down to Craig.
Oh.
Hey, bros. Hi, Uncle Joseph. Hi, Amanda's dad. Would you be interested in one of our delicious homemade brownies? I don't know. You can't spell diet without die. Remember that one time? Tempt him. You know, Craig, if you really wanted to, you could hit a couple of these souls and craft yourself a brownie sundae. Get some soft serve, a brownie from your good friend Matt. I think there's a table down there that's selling freshly baked cookies hot out of the oven. Treat yourself, you deserve it.
Nice.
It's a tempting offer, Matt, but I've got some chia mango pudding at home that I'm actually pretty excited about. I'm gonna have to pass. Ah, suit yourself. The day winds down and we're pretty much out of items to sell. Everyone starts packing up. Christy eventually comes back and immediately falls asleep in Joseph's folding chair. Box mix, huh?
Ugh.
Mary saunters up to us. She looks like she'd rather be anywhere else in here. Oh, hi, honey. Yes, they're selling like hotcakes, which is actually, they're just brownies. Cute
Oh my.
and boring and safe. Hey, Mary. Mary's eyes dart over to me. What's the rookie doing here? I was just hoping to introduce Matt to the rest of the community.
Ah.
Uh-huh. You get a load of this freak show? What? Weird folk is all holier than thou types.
Ah.
Don't you think, Matt?
Oh.
Mary,
Come on.
let the kid answer the question. They seem nice. They all seem like they're really excited to help out the church. That's pretty cool. Mary, can we talk about this later?
Ugh.
Oh, am I embarrassing you in front of your new friend? Joseph doesn't respond, trying as hard as to keep his cool.
Oh.
Can we please talk about this later? Sure thing, honey bear. Mary turns her attention to me. Hand over the cash. Jesus, I'm not trying to rob you. I'm in charge of the funds here. Hand over the cash we made. Feels like a hefty wad, if I must say so myself.
Ah.
Thanks.
Hey.
Now give me your wallet. What? Give me your wallet. You think this church is gonna fix itself? Mary. I'm kidding. Sorry, I'll work on the whole pretending to be happy thing. Mary leans in and whispers to me.
Ah.
He's really good at it. Mary walks off without saying goodbye. Yeesh. I'm really sorry about that. What's her deal? Wow. What's her problem? She enjoys a good button push. That seemed like a lot of button pushing. Joseph shrugs. This is how she is. You ready to head out? Joseph and I load the folding tables back into my car. Christy nods off in the moment Joseph straps her into the car seat. She looked a little big to be put in a car seat, didn't she? She seemed like she was like 4 or 5, maybe even 6. Or no. Kids are supposed to be in car seats until they're like 7 or some shit now, right? I don't know. I remember they changed the age, they like raised the age limit on that a long time ago. I drop Joseph off in front of his house. A small yawn sneaks out of me. Looks like I tuckered you out, huh? I'm a sleepy dad. I think I might be finally crashing from all the sugar.
Oh.
I won't keep you up then. Thanks for helping out today. Happy to do it. Also, happy to eat brownies. Well, next time I promise we'll do something a bit more exciting and a bit less free labor. And I'm very sorry about the whole thing with Mary. You shouldn't have had to see that. It's fine, really.
Oh.
I know, but first hangout domestic problems aren't a good look. You barely know me.
Oh.
Let me make it up to you next time. It won't be Margaritaville, but we'll do something fun. Promise. I smile. I'd like that.
Hey.
Oh, and one last thing. Joseph tosses a cling-wrapped brownie through the window. It hits me in the face, but I'm able to catch it. It's the last one. You earned it. Joseph, please don't leave me alone with this brownie. Nope, too late. I'm already walking away. But, bye. Joseph walks up to his home. He waves at me before carrying Christy inside. Well, looks like just you and me, brownie. Eat the brownie. I force the brownie down my gullet, knowing full well this will be my undoing. I'll feel this later. I step inside to see Amanda doing homework on the couch. Hey, father unit. My child that I'm required by law to care for. How's homework? It's really fun and educational. Really?
Yeah.
How long have you known me for? Right. How was the bake sale? Good. I think I really could have made a good life for myself as a brownie salesman. Glad to hear it. So what?
Mm.
Were there any extra brownies, or did you maybe sneak one, or... Sorry, kiddo, no dice. Feel immediate shame for scarfing down that last brownie. Actually, I don't know if it's shame or just nausea from all the brownie, but it could be both. That's okay. Hey, if you're not going to bed anytime soon, would you be game for some real shark hunters of Orange County? Oh, the last hunter got eaten by a shark. He did! I sit down to her and cozy up with a blanket. Awesome. Drink a glass full of water in the morning. Yes. Day complete. Family fun, worthwhile hobby, prayer, cool, fatherhood, marry.
Do that again sometime.
I gotta be rank. That's fine. Margarita Zone is the achievement on that, by the way. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and save this. And I'm gonna end the stream there. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. If you missed the earlier bits of the stream, the VOD will be on YouTube in I don't know how many days. But yeah, the stream went really well. I didn't have a single connection issue. And it's been 2.5 hours almost. That's a good sign. I've had Twitch Inspector pulled up this whole time because sometimes the thing on OBS flashes from green to red and that's not necessarily correct all the time. So I had Stream Inspector pulled up and the entire time it said stable. I had 2 unstable events like real early in the stream while I was on my starting soon screen. So everything's looking good on that end. Thanks for watching again. I would appreciate it if you hit the notification button so you get told when I'm live. Or just follow my socials, all that good stuff. At ShadowSenseEDM on Twitter. You could go, everything's in the link tree. There's a thing in the panels below. You can click on the link tree, find me all there. Follow me at TikTok at ShadowSense, Instagram shadowsense.music. And thanks again. Oh, had a lot of snot building up. That's gross. Bye.